Hello YouTube, in this video I will listen to Rammstein, visit the town of Nürburg, become friend with Schwarzkopf-Schaffe and drive many kilometers. I decided to go to Nurburg in Germany, which will be the first international trip in the second life of my G-Wagon. A symbolic trip to the homeland of all the Gelande Wagons in the world. I'm traveling with my friend Tomasz, a trailer, and his motorcycle. We have a couple of goals to achieve. I want to make a long trip without any service or maintenance, test some of my overlanding gear and gain more confidence after the total rebuild, which is still fresh in my mind. We start from my place where we load the motorcycle onto a trailer, meaning my G-Wagon will have much harder work to do. After securing the motorcycle, we head towards the German border on Thursday afternoon. We have 510 kilometers to our first stop, camper Park Lasów. The weather is quite nice during the day. Warm, no rain, and kilometers disappear much faster when you travel with company and can talk to. The next day we start at 6:30 am. Tomek is relaxed because he stayed in a nearby hotel, while I unfrost myself after a night in a tent. We eat breakfast, plan our route and continue our trip from camper Park Lasów through widest part of Germany. We have 680 kilometers to cover, passing cities like Dresden, Chemnitz, Frankfurt am Main. After 10 hours we reached the town of Nürburg and immediately get caught in a big traffic jam caused by vehicles waiting in line for the tourist drive that day. We stay at a place called Ringhaus, the home of the Silver Arrow. This place has a significant past from the early motorsport era, but its splendor is now faded and it is merely a hotel for tourists visiting the town. The next day's situation is complicated just like the day before. The tourist drive starts at 8 am and ends at 7 pm. We stay very close to the entrance to the ring, which is next to a roundabout where three roads meet, all completely blocked. Next to the roundabout is the ticket office. The entire track is around 24 kilometers long, winding through valleys, hills and town of Adenau. It looks like a pretty complex and extensive engineering object. After just 1 hour there were 2 crashes and they closed the track. They didn't know if it would reopen. After 2 hours the track opened again and being there I decided to drive 1 lap with my G-Wagon to feel the vibe. There is 1 steward next to the roundabout and then 3 gates with a single steward helping with the ticket. At this point I was refused entry to the track. The official reason for the rejection was that my G-Wagon was too big, too heavy and too high, meaning the track's protections would not withstand its weight, which became the most bizarre compliment and rejection in one. After 4 years of rebuilding, crashing would be the last thing I wanted that day. I'm not a crazy guy and always drive at my own overlanding tempo, following the rule that haste makes waste. Anyway, these tourist days mix fast and slow cars, fast and slow motorcycles with drivers of different skills and expectations. I had the feeling that no one was fully satisfied, as those who wanted to go fast were blocked by slower drivers, and slower drivers were freaked out by faster drivers overtaking them at much higher speeds. The atmosphere is dense with adrenaline and the track can be closed at any time, so it is fun for patient people. On Saturday, Tomek managed to take only 1 lap in the morning because later it was closed all day for motorcycles due to engine oil spilled on the track. With the chapter closed on my to-do list, I moved on to the next weekend activities. The town of Nurburg is located in Rhineland-Pfalz land, which borders with Belgium. It turns out that this region has very varied terrain. There are unlimited hills, valleys, streams, lakes, forests, towns, villages, farmer fields and roads that wind among all these features. I decided to drive north through towns like Barweiler, Dorsel, Karl, Gemund to Wilder, Kermiter Natural Adventure Park. There are many walking or even hiking paths to follow, offering views of nature like trees, streams, lakes, etc. I took only one route to get a basic feel of this place. Later I continued north and found a wild park where I could meet German wild animals like all variety of deers, elks, sheep, birds. To be honest, this short walk among these animals was quite refreshing. Next, I continued my trip around Wilder Kermiter to the Kupferkanne restaurant to meet with Tomek for dinner. We waited a long time, but Wiener Schnitzel with egg and steak were exactly what we needed. We returned to Ringhaus through the town of Adenau, which hosts many Nürburgring drivers seeking more night adventures. The next day I set out for a second trip south from Nürburg. Tomek went on his motorcycle as well after completing 2 more Nürburgring laps, so we created an unusual duo of a car and a motorcycle. We again traveled through countless villages, roads and hills just like the day before. I must admit that this part of Germany is worth coming back for a longer stay. The views are magnificent, especially in the middle of a spring. The weekend slowly came to an end, so on Monday morning it was time to head back home. This time we drove all the way home in 15 hours with some short breaks only. I recorded all the traces on my navigation system. There is a link in the description of this video if you would like to download it. My G-Wagon covered approximately 2,800 kilometers without any issues, proving that for these vehicles it is not about how fast you go, but how far you get without any breakdown. And with that optimistic accent, let's end this video.